What's good, future millionaires? We back with another banger. I'm DecemberDeMarco, Fortune 500 marketer, and I'm here to share my insights of the market with y'all to hopefully help y'all become better informed investors, man. Salute to y'all for pulling up on the channel. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, like button for the YouTube algorithm, and do not forget to subscribe. Now, we got a lot of exciting things to cover today in the market, but first things first, come join our private investment community here on Facebook, private stock market game, Here, we're sharing tips, learning, and growing with each other. And you can also get some of my free alerts, my free 99 alerts that I call out. You get the opportunity to get in some of those for free. So we're now over 6,200 active investors, man. Come join the fam. Also, if you want to be able to, enter this group a little faster, do not forget to follow me on Twitter at DecemberDeMarco. So we got an article from Whale Watcher News that's talking about Ethereum and SHIB. So, this is very interesting. Had to bring it to y'all to make sure y'all stay up to date with everything. So, Ethereum and Shiba Inu score big social volume. Here's what's happening. The Ethereum network had a lot going on in its market. While some were positive for the network, a few others were detrimental. Nevertheless, the social volume of ETH was on the rise. Just as the price of the coin began surging, the social volume followed suit. Crypto Differ took to Twitter and revealed that ETH and meme coin Shiba Inu were widely talked about in the community. So here's a list of the top 15 altcoins by social volume. So meaning, how many people are talking about it, or how, big the awareness overall is on social media. And this is very big, y'all, because this lets us know, where we are in that process or those stages of mass adoption. The more it's talked about on social media, the more people become aware of, these different altcoins, because you have to remember, a lot of people just getting into investing, they have no clue about meme coins yet. So as Shiba Inu, begins to be, talked about more and more on these different platforms, more people will start to slowly invest in them, which will overall increase the market cap, helping push us to 1 cent, because that's what it's going to really take. We need a lot more investors, as well as the market cap to go a lot higher. But that's just by the overall crypto market growing and Shiba Inu capturing a portion of that market share as it grows. So let's continue. We see Ethereum is sitting at number 1 in that top 15. Then we got Shiba Inu. Then we have Cake with pancakeswap. Then we have Tezos, and then Doge. We got Cardano, Polygon, Rarible, safemoon, Solana, Certic, Elron, Phantasma, Decentraland, and Algorand. So at press time, ETH was up by 1.1% over the last 24 hours. The largest altcoin was currently trading for $3,135 and had previously hit a high of $3,185.52 since yesterday. It seemed like the bulls were trying to push Ethereum close to 3,500. Large Ethereum whales currently own 52.7 million ETH. It seems like whales weren't just interested in meme coins like Shiba Inu. These Ethereum whales with more than 100k ETH were rightfully rewarded by holding and adding more of the altcoin into their portfolio. Prominent on-chain analytics firm Sentiment revealed that yesterday's price surge allowed the whale addresses to garner a profit of $4.8 billion since October 1st, 2021. These whales reportedly added 1.54 million ETH since October 2021 and did not sell the altcoin throughout December and January. This decision and patience of the whales paid off as they pocketed big money. Y'all have to follow the money and see what's happening with the overall market. Remember, in some of my videos, I was telling y'all that they don't have to, wait for the price to hit all-time highs to make money. Because why? They're buying the dip, and they're buying so much of it, they just wait for the price to bounce back up, and they make, a lot of money. As we see, $4.5 billion, I believe that was. 4.8 billion. So Ethereum's DeFi dominance stumbles while all the other metrics seem to be showing Ethereum in a positive light. The network was losing its hold over the DeFi space. Back in January 2021, the dominance of the total value locked in the network was at a high of 95.91%. However, the latest data shows that the percentage had dropped to 58%. This massive downfall was a clear indication that the altcoin's dominance was depreciating in the DeFi market. People are tired of those Ethereum fees. Even though ETH has locked the most value. Terra Luna and Binance Smart Chain were catching up. Looks like JP Morgan's predictions were coming true. Back in January 2022, analysts at JP Morgan pointed out that projects like Solana, Terra, and as well as Binance Smart Chain would eventually emerge stronger than Ethereum. All of this boiled down to scaling of the network, which is still under work. So if y'all remember, for months, I've been telling y'all BNB is one of my long-term holds. I told y'all BNB, I personally believe, none of this is financial advice, please, don't go acting crazy off of this, but I personally believe BNB will overshadow Ethereum one day. The utility, the adoption rate, is just ridiculous right now. BNB is making things a lot easier than Ethereum, and a lot of new investors, the barrier to entry on those gas fees is too much, because some of us that already been in the market for some time, yeah, we understand that those fees come along with it. But for new investors to pay, to see a gas fee of more than the actual crypto you're trying to buy, that can be and I talk to thousands and thousands of people through my students, through people just reaching out to me, and that's one of the biggest things I see people not being able to understand with new investors. Not y'all that already been doing this, but for the newest ones, those gas fees are just unfathomable. So with Binance eliminating most of that, I think eventually its popularity will grow even more with people that are just newcomers to the market, and that'll help it eventually become a bigger coin than Ethereum. So back to the article, it says, okay, so now they have another article for Shiba Inu price prediction, and saying that, is it expecting a rally? This is what you must know. So after this, we'll do a Shiba Inu price check. We'll go into some technical analysis as well, and also look at some other exciting news in the market. So this is basically a good place to come get some well-rounded information on everything that's going on, so that way you can be up to date and just not left behind. That's what's most important. You don't want to be left behind. So Shiba Inu is positioning for a bull flag breakout after testing the upper trend line. However, bullish momentum does not appear to be strong on the lesser time frame, and investors might have to wait a little longer for the next rally. At the time of writing, SHIB traded at $30.99, down by 1.87% in the last 24 hours. So here's a chart from TradingView showing the Shiba Inu daily time frame, showing a bull flag forming here. So it says a bull flag setup was active on Shiba Inu's daily time frame. The alts jumped from 2021 to 3540 formed the large flagpole, whereas its down channel, which is this area right here trending downwards, between 7 and 16%, February completed the bullish pattern. Based on the flagpole's length, which is this area here, from the beginning of the breakout to the top of the pole, that's or to the top of the resistance where we started to see a sell-off, that's considered the pole. And you can generally take that and use it as a breakout, the distance from the distance the price will eventually reach. And then if you look left in a chart, we can also confirm that a little bit by seeing some resistance over in this area right here. But it might potentially continue to break out of there, because we've been already at all-time highs around that 8.5 level, and we've been down here for a little while now. So a lot of the people that got shaken off most likely been shaken off already. If you haven't sold by now, most likely you're still gonna diamond hands for a little bit, or you just might be down to the point where you just don't want to sell for a loss, which is a good thing. I recommend holding. This is not financial advice, but I wholeheartedly believe Shiba Inu will be back at all-time highs and even higher eventually. So we see the levels that we expected the price to break out to. So let's see, this favorable outcome was backed by the daily RSI, which has traded in the bullish territory since the first week of February, and a healthy looking directional movement index, which maintained its plus DI line, blue above the negative DI line, orange. Shiba Inu 4-hour time frame. So here's a look at a chart right here. However, the lesser time frame suggests that bulls were not behind the potential breakout just yet. The 24-hour trading volumes were down by 19%, while the squeezed nature of the Bollinger Bands indicated low market volatility. So if y'all be watching my videos, y'all will notice I use the Bollinger Bands as well as the RSI a lot. And that's because, you know, I come from a day trading background where, you know, a technical analysis background where we're doing a lot of, you know, buying and selling a lot, you know, faster than people are used to seeing on some of these, you know, crypto projects. Because most of these crypto projects, if you really believe in it long term, you'll be diamond hands and, you know, for a while. But day trading is literally buying low, selling high, you know, or even scalping, you know, just getting a little bit, but you're buying so much you can make a lot with a little price action. So shout out to y'all reaching out to the channel. I will tap in it with y'all as soon as this video is over. But you notice even, you know, these you know, people behind this site are using these same indicators. These are what the big boys use. I noticed when, you know, I started to make more YouTube videos on, you know, investing, trading, and crypto, that a lot of people were under the belief that crypto or technical analysis did not apply to crypto. And I was just blown away. Like, are y'all crazy? Like, to not think that technical analysis can help. Now, is it more, you know, in the stock market? Yes, it's a lot easier to use technical analysis, but those same, you know, technical indicators apply in crypto as well. Crypto has a lot more volatility. It can switch up on you a lot faster. The catalysts can come out of nowhere. But at the same time, knowing this information will make you a lot more informed than somebody who's just jumping in, looking at the chart, waiting for, you know, a green candle and don't understand anything else that they're looking at. You know, let me know in the comment section. Are you one of those people that are investing and you don't understand anything about this chart? Drop in the comment section and let me know. But the downbeat readings call for a rejection above the upper trend line or even a false breakout should a 4-hour candle immediately close above the 3253 level. Instead, a shift back to the 61.8% Fibonacci level was more likely. Bear in mind that the above mentioned bull flag would still be active, although chances of a breakout would severely reduce the longer the pattern plays out. Conclusion: Shiba Inu's bull flag painted a positive long-term narrative, although its near-term looked bleak. Investors should give SHIB 24 to 48 hours to discover momentum for the said breakout until the new low can be expected at 2637, slightly below the 61.8% Fibonacci level. So if y'all have been watching my channel, basically what they just typed out and spelled out, this is exactly what I've been saying. You know, I said for the short term, you know, yes, over that little couple day period, the price pushed up and pulled back. And I said, you know, I see the price possibly pulling back a little bit before we see a breakout. And that's what we've been seeing. We've been seeing this bull flag complete. The price is looking like it wants to break out eventually out of this channel. We're going to look at the chart real quick. So market up 6%. Let me refresh this real fast. Ooh, not up 0.6. We down 3.97%. But that's because I'm here on the West Coast, Las Vegas time. So right now it's only 5:35 for me, 5:35 p.m. So Bitcoin is down 0.1% at 44,094. We're flirting with that 45,000 line. I told y'all if we can break above that and hold that, then the markets will continue to push up, because Shiba Inu and the rest of the altcoins are essentially following Bitcoin. Now, to a certain extent, yes, Shiba Inu can do its own thing, because this last week we've been seeing Shiba Inu outperform Bitcoin. But at the end of the day, where the head goes, the body will follow. So that's what will happen with the rest of these projects. We see Ethereum at 31 today, looking like it want to slowly push and test that 35 level. Doge sitting at 14.96, flirting with that 15-cent level. But I really want to take a look at SHIB. Right now we're on a day chart. So here, if y'all look down here, this is volume. So if we see the volume tapering off, the volume is trending downwards. Volume trending downwards, right? But we see the price looking like it wants to trend upwards. This is a bearish divergence. So this lets us know that the price is likely going to fall down. Now, of course, we can use a lot more indicators to confirm this, but you know, just from looking at this for a while, I can just kind of see that right away and, you know, identify that the price is likely to want to pull back a little bit. So if you notice now, we throw our Bollinger Bands up. It shows that we still have, if we get some type of catalyst that just jumps in, of course, then it could push the price up higher for the time being. But normally we see the price taper off. Once we see some resistance, it tapers off and trades off either this mid Bollinger Band, or it pushes down and finds support on the lower Bollinger Band, which will let smart money investors know that it's a good time to buy in, especially if the RSI is still low, because you want to get in while it's low and sell it while it's high. That's what some investors, traders don't understand. Even if you're an investor for the long term, you still want to know how traders think and how they manipulate the chart. Not even manipulate it, but just how they look at the chart and interpret that data to make better informed decisions. Because if you don't understand that, to buy it if the price touches here is a better time than to buy it once you see the price already moving up through here, then you just see this green candle and you think this is better, then you kind of lost. You don't really know what's going on. You want to know these indicators. It's like driving and looking at the odometer to know what your speedometer to know how fast you're going, to be able to look at your navigation system and know where you're at, those different things. This is basically what this is. We could also pull out our RSI and look at the relative strength index. That just lets us know how strong is it. So we notice right now the price is around normally 35 and below. Signifies that the price is likely gonna go back down, because it's becoming basically the strength. People are overselling it. Basically, if it goes under that 35 level, that the market is basically selling it off for cheaper than it should be. Now, if it goes above that 70 level, that it's becoming overbought. People starting to FOMO into it. People just buying it because of the hype, and they're hearing maybe some new news or a catalyst. And around that range, it could possibly start to come down. Now, of course, we can get something like what happened right here, where it completely blasted out of the 70 range and went all the way up to 100. But these people up here are going to get their money taken off the table. You notice that right where it broke out up here. Let's look at the resistance area. If we throw a horizontal line here for resistance where we are now, let's look at all that money that got taken off the table. So anything that right here, this was smart money. They set it off here. Anything that invested up here, all that came off the table. Now look where we at. So all this money's gone now. That's what I want y'all to pay attention to. I'm trying to help y'all see, just more experienced traders are looking at when they make these decisions. I don't want y'all money to be, a part of this money. I want y'all to understand how to get in the better areas. Now, yes, you can buy the dips on the way down if you just were getting in, or if you just been dollar cost averaging, that's fine. But I just want y'all to understand what's going on. So let's take a look at the 4-hour chart just so we can see what they were talking about with that bull flag. And you can see here, let's take these Bollinger Bands off. So you can see the price trading, forming a flag here. This would be considered the pole. Just a rough estimate. So we can estimate the breakout whenever it finishes to go to that back around that 45 range. Now that's just the estimate. That just gives you a estimate of how bullish the price will be once it likely breaks out of this channel. So anytime right now, especially if you can wait for it to fall back around, this range, the lower range, once you see it finding support here. We see some support in this range. We see some support here. So if you can buy it in any of these ranges, if it wicks down, you'll be even better off before we get this breakout. Now, it might stall us out for a little while. You know, I'm not saying it's just gonna break out exactly right here on February 18th. That's not what I'm saying, but this is just the amount of price action we can expect to see once it does break out, especially if we get some very good catalyst or Bitcoin pushing back above that 45,000 level, pushing back to 50. We get Bitcoin going back over 50,000, then we can expect to start seeing SHIB move like this. So this is what's likely to play out on a longer time frame. Remember, we're on a 4-hour time frame. The wider the time frame, the longer the time frame, the longer it will take, or the more mature these price movements will be. So if we were looking at something like, you know, the 1 minute chart, then can't even see that. But you see how it's all back and forth. You get a lot of price action. Each minute a candle represents 1 minute in time. So, you know, this is more, day traders are more on the 5 minute, 15 minute, 1 minute. You know, this is more where day traders operate. But us with SHIB, we're looking on a long, well, me personally, we're looking at a longer time frame. So right now we see the price right now pushing down, selling off in this 1 minute candle. Now if we go to a higher time frame, like a 3 minute, you won't be able to really notice it as much. It won't look as bad the further we go up. So we go to a 5 minute, notice it gets smaller and smaller. It affects it less and less. Let's go to a 1 hour. Now notice we went from the 1 hour, now this candle is green now, but when we just were on the 15 minute, it was a red candle. So hopefully y'all learned something from this video. Let's check out a couple posts by Whale Watcher. So 55 minutes ago, it says Coinbase to allow Bitcoin and crypto to be converted into fiat at 37,000 retail locations in Mexico. That's nice to hear. Getting another, you know, expanding out into other countries. Here's another post from them. Canada's 3 largest banks are reportedly all offline. Bitcoin is never offline. Now, this was a very big deal right here, something that was exciting for me to see. Twitter has added Ethereum as a tipping option. That is amazing, y'all, because that means crypto is here to stay, not just from this one thing, but just from all the adoption we're seeing right now. Everybody's laying the foundation, you know, to be a major player in the crypto metaverse space. That's all happening right now, y'all. So hopefully this video was valuable. Appreciate y'all for pulling up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Do not forget to hit the like button. Share this video with somebody that'll find it, you know, informative. And that's all we got, man. We are out.